Hello everyone. Today's Q&A video is all about my first poetry novel, Alpha Beta Poetry. So I have taken your questions from Wattpad and Twitter that I received all about Alpha Beta Poetry. Number 1, what's your favorite poem in this collection? I would have to say the Motherly M's and the Daddy D's, because one is positive and one is negative, because not everyone has a positive experience with their mother and not everyone has a positive experience with their father. Number 2, what moved you to publish Alpha Beta Poetry on Amazon Kindle? I was naive and so was my mom, and we just wanted to try out self-publishing, and I had no idea what Wattpad was. I had no idea about publishing, self-publishing, traditional publishing, hybrid publishing, any of that. And it seemed like my mom knew about it, at least Amazon Kindle publishing. Come to find out, she kind of didn't. I was young, I really wanted to do this, and so we came together and put it on Kindle. I don't regret it. I've had great experiences with Amazon Kindle, but I know now that poetry really isn't a big seller on Amazon or just in general. The next question. Do these poems really all make sense? Yes. It's called dictionary.com. Number 4, did you plan out these poems or did you pants it like you usually do? I kinda had to plan this out, and plan it out as in I had the idea and the feel of what I wanted to write, but I had to look up words with the same letter. I did a lot of scrolling and a lot of going on dictionary.com to find these words, because for all 28 poems it starts with the same letter. So I had to do a bit more planning than I usually did, but it actually did not take very long. I found all the words that made sense and worked for the poem and the poetry collection as a whole. Next up, how did you come up with the title Alpha Beta Poetry? I just came up with it when I was half asleep, and that sounds bad, but I was kind of struggling of what to title it. Alpha Beta Poetry is AB Poetry. I thought it works, and I still stand by Alpha Beta Poetry as a title. Number 6, what inspired you to write this poetry collection? I was on allpoetry.com, I'd say in 2013, right after I finished my first poetry class, and there was this one poet that had at least 10 words starting with the letter G. So it wasn't all G's, it was just 10 words with the starting letter G. I don't remember his name or his stream name. It's an interesting concept. And then I took it to, okay, what if every letter in the English language had a poem and every single word had to start with that letter? So I just took it to an alliteration extreme. And lastly, how long did it take you to write these poems? How long did it? I think it only took like 2 weeks because I was really into it. So 2 weeks for a 28 alliteration poetry collection. I don't know if that is impressive or not, but as a youngin', I have the stamina. I don't know if I would be able to do all of that in 2 weeks. I think it maybe was even a week and a half. It's been 4 years, and it kind of was like a little blur because I was going so fast with it because I was so into it. It just happened, and then I was so happy with it that I showed my old poetry professor, who was really excited, and I showed my mom, and I showed a lot of people. And then, you know, it took a while to figure out Amazon Kindle, and that happened. And then we're jumping to 2017, and we put it on Wattpad. So that is the timeline. I think it took 2 weeks at the most to write these 28 poems that really do make sense. Thank you so much for watching my Q&A video that you all helped create with all of your questions. If you like what you just saw, please comment, like, subscribe, and share it with your poetry friends. And if you want to get to know me and any of my writing, all of that is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great reading day. Bye!